As he sees Saututajik enter the shelter, Andy kill all the teens, causing a shower of blood to come out of the door. Back to Richie and Kelly, they agree to work together, but they'll need better weapons. They return to town and sneak into Jerry's house to steal a gun and some beer. While there, sir, Richie is shocked to see his dad looking scared, Andy knocking desperately at Jerry's door, but he leaves when nobody answers. Wild then looks for Jerry in a neighbor's house. Richie and Kelly steal the police car as well. By the time Jerry comes out to yell at Dan, the kids are driving off and he only gets to shoot a window. Richie and Kelly hear a report on the car's radio about the monster being seen downtown, so they head set on the main street. Chaos has taken over as the teens break into stores to steal all the food they can find. The butcher tries to defend his business, and he even kills a few boys, but they overpower him and beat him to death before stealing his meat as well. Richie and Kelly are horrified by what they see, but before they can leave, they're found by Riley, who makes fun of Kelly for being a girl in the run and uses a slur to refer to her skin. Riley's gang buddy grabs Kelly, but Richie finally is angry enough to stand up for himself, and he beats both dudes down before threatening them with a gun. Kelly takes the chance to hit them with her club too, and before they leave, Richie takes back his belt. Meanwhile, the rest of the boys are starting to really lose and even kill each other soon. Saututajik finds a trio wandering alone, and he attacks again not far from Sir. Richie tells Kelly of the bad rumors he's heard about her and that he doesn't believe them. But Kelly confirms he did burn down an old guy's barn because he was a racist prick. Richie shares that he misses his brother and they haven't heard from him except for the occasional postcard. And Kelly confesses her parents are dead. Their conversation is interrupted when they hear another report on the radio. Apparently Saututajik was seen on Oak Street. The duo leaves in that direction without knowing the report is fake, and Jerry is setting up a trap. Once they reach Oak Street, they find a statue covered with blood before Saututajik appears in front of them. Richie rushes to confront the monster, but he freezes when he notices Jack is wearing his brother's belt. Kelly cuts in to hit the creature with her club, but Saututajik hits her back and he disappears while Richie checks on her. At that moment, a neighbor comes out and he makes them leave by threatening to shoot. The duo makes it back to the car and they are found by Jerry, who points his gun at Richie through the window. He insults Kelly's parents and he reveals he killed them when they tried to leave the town. Furious, Kelly starts hitting him, and he causes him to shoot his gun. The shot ends up grazing the side of her head. Richie immediately pushes Jerry away, and the duo leaves the car to escape. In the meantime, Saututajik goes to Jim's old house, and he sees all the messages on the wall from the 3 days Jim had been locked down in his room before the run, screeching at the sight. The monster burns the whole building down. Not far from Sir then meets with Jerry and he tells him he can't do this. However, Jerry yells at him, explaining that the year they didn't do the ritual, he lost a beloved relative, so this town needs to be brave and he do what it needs to be done, then cries but can't fight against a chop. Moments later they arrive at Richie's home, where Donna is clearly spaced out because she took too much medicine. Richie starts asking questions about the previous winners, and they all have a similar future. They either went far away and haven't contacted their families, or they died in accidents. Getting suspicious, Richie guesses that Donna wrote the postcards, and the letter not Jim. He begs his mother for the truth, but Donna says this has to end and self-deletes instead. Her words confirm Richie's suspicions. The winners aren't living a great life somewhere fancy. They're sacrificed so that Saututajik can return in their bodies. The following year, Kelly wants to leave town, but Richie refuses, saying he must put an end to this. Downtown, the locals panic over the huge fire at Jim's old house. Jerry is approached by Riley, who tells him he saw Saututajik nearby. So Jerry pulls him into the car and he gives him his gun with the hope of making him this year's winner. Richie and Kelly go to the church to wait for Saututajik, and they are surprised to find Dan inside. An argument ensues as Richie calls his father a monster, but Dan swears no more parent knows anything until their son wins. Then they're sworn to secrecy by the Jerry and the Harvesters Guild, who would kill them if they tried to leave or toward anyone. Dan wants Richie to leave and they let him do the fighting, but he has a breakdown when he hears his wife is dead. At that moment, the church's bell starts ringing, and the Saututajik appears outside. Richie rushes to receive him and he calls him Jim, showing he means no more harm. Unfortunately, Riley arrives and he shoots the monster, So Kelly runs to hit him while Richie cradles Jet in his arms. Jetty cuts in as well. Andy makes Riley try again. But after a second shot, Richie keeps Riley at bay by threatening him with his own gun. Richie's shot. Saututajik grabs his hand. Andy turns it around as a plea to end his suffering. Wanting this to end too, Richie apologizes to his brother. Andy pulls the trigger. The boys rush to grab the candy. Andy Jetty congratulates him for his success, but Richie only feels numb. Later during the party, Richie continues to be in a bad mood. Andy ignores all the glee around him. However, when he sees Kelly arrive, he dances with her. Andy kisses her, not chatting about all the bigots, judging them for being an interracial couple. Kelly secretly gives him a gun. Andy they agree to run away together. Later after the party, Richie leaves in his brand new car. Andy ignores Jim's ex when she asks him to take her with him, while Richie drives away. Then approaches Jetty to try to shoot him for revenge. But Jetty knocks him down. Moments later, Richie picks Kelly up. Andy they start driving out of town. Soon Jetty appears in the police car. Andy starts chasing them, so Richie tries to speed up. However, he almost crashes into another vehicle on the road. Andy has to stop the car. Richie makes Kelly hide. Then he gets out of the car, only for Jetty to make him walk into the cornfields at gunpoint. When they make it to the empty stand, Richie suddenly turns around. Andy shoots Jetty twice to kill him. Unfortunately, this isn't all for yet. The farmer shows up. Andy hits Richie on the head to make him fall on the grave he's already dug. Richie takes out his knife. Andy asks for mercy, but the farmer breaks his hand. Andy then starts burying him alive. After he's finished, the farmer leaves, revealing he had been in the vehicle that blocked Richie's car. Once she's sure she's alone, Kelly finally comes out of hiding. Andy is found by Dan, who tells her to take the chance to leave town. Crying her heart out, Kelly escapes without any more interruptions. A year later, the farmer digs out Richie's body. Andy gets the pumpkin ready, which slowly becomes the boy's new Saututajik head. On Halloween night, Dan shows up. Andy frees the monster, still calling him Richie when the farmer shows up. Dan kills him, then tells his monstrous scent to burn the whole town down. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more video like this. Thanks for watching.